All right, welcome back to the episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. Tonight we got Alex, we got Chris, we got Keith. We're going to jump into some buying and selling on these early baseball standings, whether these teams are going to make the playoffs or whether they're not, who's going to come back from some last place standings like the Yankees right now. And as always, hit us in the comments. Hit us in the comments. Let us know what you think. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for us. We are going on our way to 300, and we love you if you already support us. Make sure you like the video as well so that it becomes more popular. So I'm going to pick a couple handful of teams right now. Obviously, there's some people we didn't expect to be leading their divisions. So we're going to do a little buy and sell. Are you buying this team? Do you think they're going to make the playoffs? Or are you selling it right now while the stock's high on them? And then we'll cover some of these teams that are actually, in the last place of their division and whether we think they can whether we think they can make the run or not. So we'll start the West. I want to know, are you buying the Texas Rangers, 22-14 currently? They are leading the Angels, surprisingly, in second place with the Mariners and Astros, who were the two favorites for this division, sitting just a game over and a game under 500.
I don't think I'm buying the Rangers at this point. I think DeGrom's on the IL. Eovaldi's been pitching very well. The big park has helped him a lot, but I don't think I'm buying them right now. Marcus Semion's actually playing better this year than he played last year to have 30 RBIs right now. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy on them right now. I think that's a little bit of a little. I think they're getting a little ahead of themselves.
I'm going to flip the script on you here. I think I actually am buying the Rangers. We talked about this in our preseason video. Andrew Heaney, John Gray, Martin Perez, Nathan Eovaldi, and obviously DeGrom. If DeGrom could stay healthy, he's not healthy, of course. He's already on the IL. But, I mean, the guy, he was the DeGrom that we knew he could be when he was healthy, right? A sub-3 ERA.
Well, he was at New York.
Same DeGrom.
He could only pitch 12 games a year.
Yeah, well, he's made it 6 so far.
Hey, they were really good games, though.
They were fantastic games.
They were really good.
They were winnable games, but I have not been surprised by Eovaldi.
No,
I was
surprised
by John Gray. I have not been surprised by Martinez. I think Andrew Heaney has been a big disappointment for them in the 5 ERA that he has, but
I was never sold on Heaney. I could get behind you on Eovaldi and Perez, but I wasn't going to get behind you on Andrew Heaney.
Now, so I think if they get DeGrom healthy, and to be honest with you, I think the Rangers might make a move. I think they might actually buy into themselves here and find a way to get some value out of this because...
Yeah, but what are they going to be able to give up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're going to be able to give up. Young Josh Jung is playing really good at third. Marcus Semion's obviously being the power he is. Nathaniel Lowe, Adolis Garcia. So they've got some players right now that are playing really well. And I personally think when I look at these standings, right now you got a good run right now on the Astros and the Mariners who are underperforming for sure to their expectations. This might be a chance for them to... Might be a chance for them to buy in on themselves.
No, I think Houston's. I mean, even though Houston lost Luis Garcia today, it was announced he's going to go have Tommy John. I think Houston will go out and make a move to get themselves a pitcher and put themselves right back in it. They have the offense to go out and compete with anybody.
Yeah,
their bullpen's still one of the best bullpens in the league. So I'm not selling on Houston. Seattle, I might be selling on. They haven't been looking that hot.
No.
They have not been looking that hot. So Seattle I might sell on, but I'm not selling on Houston. I'm buying on Houston.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the New York Yankees then. Last place.
So I just I'll keep my opinion about the Rangers to myself.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's good.
I honestly.
I'll just go ahead and just slide out.
I'll make my way out.
I'm gonna split the ground. I'm gonna say hold on the Rangers. Hold.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna say buy in more, not sell. Let's just give me like a week or two. Let's see what happens. Yeah, give me about 12 more games. I feel like they kind of came out of nowhere, so it might just be a hot streak, or it should be one of those things where they finally just get a little bit of clicking. The engine's starting to get rolling. What I do think will happen, though, is of course, if the Angels could somehow just have 2 of the best players of baseball on their team. If they could just figure it out, and I think they'll figure it out. They'll jump up to first. I think the Rangers will go back to second. But I think we will see the shocker this year, and I think Houston will be one of those teams that'll be in the hunt for a wild card and may not even make the postseason.
Ooh, I like it.
I think the Houston train might be fizzling out this year. Or you know, the future Vegas A's will jump up and win this division.
Yeah.
No.
I think Oakland's going to make a big run and come back and just destroy everybody.
I think Oakland's going to make a big run at losing the most games.
At 8-30, they're going to come back.
Is Oakland eliminated yet? Are they eliminated?
Yeah.
Okay.
They should be.
I think they're already moving to Vegas. And
they're already moving.
Here we go. Give me this. Does Oakland reach 10 wins before they reach 40 losses?
So they got to win 2 out of the next 12.
Yeah.
Ooh. They want to win 8 out of 38. They want to win 8 out of 38. So that's 1 every 5 games essentially.
They're 3-7 in their last 10, man. They're 3-7.
So
they're trending.
So in that respect, 8 out of 38. That's 1 out of basically every 5 games.
Yep.
So that means they could win 2 out of 12.
They could. They could.
They literally might become like 10-39, and then immediately lose the 40.
Yeah. They might become 30-132.
Yeah. So my thing on the Rangers was just hold the horses a little bit.
I like that.
Hold the horses.
I like that. I'm with him on the Houston not making the playoffs. So I like the sneakiness here.
Houston's going to go out and make a play for a pitcher.
They should.
Houston's gonna go. I guarantee, and we'll get to this in a second because there's one team that's gonna trade off at least 3 pitchers.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump to the Yankees. Last place currently in the AL East.
Selling.
Sell the team. Selling. Everybody's selling the Yankees.
Sell the team.
Ooh.
Sell them.
We're talking about a team. What is it that they haven't been relevant since Jeter had years left on his contract? And I said years left on his contract. And I think since like
2010,
since
or 2009, I'm sorry. That was the last time they won the championship.
Yeah, since World War II, they've won. I think only like I gotta look up the stats on this, but like they're a team that really hasn't been relevant when it comes to the World Series in the modern era.
Their issue is their pitching, and the pitching they went out and got is hurt. Rodon's not going to pitch this year. I hate to break it to you. Rodon's not going to pitch this year.
Nestor Cortez is healthy, but not looking good.
Nestor Cortez has been horrible. Luis Severino's hurt. Garrett Cole is the only guy out there that's actually pitching worth a damn. So
the days of having CC on the mound and Sandman coming out of the bullpen are
gone.
Yeah, those days have come and gone.
Hell, Anthony Rizzo is leading that team in batting average right now. I never thought I'd see the day that Anthony Rizzo would lead any team in batting average.
He could lead that.
And I mean, they've got how many All-Stars in the lineup?
They got
Domingo Germán's actually been pretty.
He's got a 4.3 ERA. He's not been that decent. Garrett Cole's the one that's decent.
It's better than Nestor Cortez's 4.8.
You right? And Nestor Cortez was the one they were clicking on. I mean, Clark Schmidt got a 5 ERA too. I feel bad for him, but I mean, I would
Clark
say
Schmidt's gonna get his ass kicked. Yeah. So I mean, All-Stars. They have Rizzo. They have Glaber, who can be an All-Star. LeMahieu's been an All-Star. Aaron Judge is an All-Star.
Giancarlo Stanton used to be an All-Star.
Yeah, Giancarlo Stanton can go suck a big.
He's just getting a shit ton of money to suck right now.
Yeah,
he's been getting a bunch of Max Kepler's in a home run.
He's been getting a bunch of what?
He's been getting a bunch of money just to sit his ass on the bench.
Okay.
I thought he said Mexican.
No,
I thought he said Mexican something.
I was like, whoa,
that's what I said.
Oh, Max.
Yeah,
got it. Max Kepler hit a home run. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, wait a minute, sir.
But
it's a family show.
Yeah.
I am selling the Yankees all day long, and I'm putting stock on Tampa.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
all day.
Yeah, Tampa, it's too late to buy in on Tampa. They're already too high in the stock prices. But
I mean, out of that East, who really can threaten Tampa?
Baltimore.
Isn't that amazing?
Baltimore has looked phenomenal this year. And Boston,
Chris Davis retired a couple years too early?
Yes.
They're
still paying him. So he's gonna get paid past Mario Bonilla.
Chris Davis couldn't bring water to players on the team right now. So yeah, I mean they're young, they're exciting. Adley Rutschman, Cedric Mullins,
Santander.
Yeah, I mean
Austin Hayes is a good kid to watch out in the outfield.
Yeah, 297. So I think their lineup has been the most impressive piece.
Pitching's been impressive.
If Baltimore's going to contend for me, Tyler Wells and Kyle Gibson are just not going to get it done at the front of your rotation.
Tyler Wells has looked really good though.
He has. He's got a 3.15 ERA. I mean, the guy's 2-1 right now in the season. But I think if you're looking at Baltimore, and Felix Bautista actually has been a very, very good closer. A 1.59 ERA.
Yunier Cano has been really good too.
Yeah, he's got 0 earned runs in 17 innings, so that's pretty solid. But
just a little bit.
Out of the bullpen as well. So I just think that if Baltimore really wants to make a run at it, they certainly have to go get themselves a pitcher.
That's not their style, though.
I know.
That's not their style.
I know.
So, but going back, because you're getting ready to jump to the National League. But before we get there, I was saying something about a team that's going to trade 3 pitchers.
White Sox?
White Sox.
Yeah.
Giolito, Lance Lynn, Dylan Cease, all gone.
Probably.
They're gonna unload everything.
Yeah. I don't know if Dylan Cease.
So are you saying the White Sox are just going into a rebuild phase?
Yeah, they might as well commit. I mean, they might as well commit themselves to it. Minnesota has looked really good this year. Somehow Detroit is 17-19, and Cleveland at 17-20 is still a better team and will eventually get something right. So.
I think Cleveland's gonna right the ship and they're gonna move up there. But Chicago's gonna sell 3 pitchers, and they might even sell half their offense.
And they should. I mean, I really think for the White Sox, it's a chance to really bring in a cash cow. I don't. Dylan Cease is he's a stud to get rid of. So somebody's got to give you a haul.
It's gonna bring in the most draft, the most capital.
Yeah.
So I mean, and he hasn't been that good this year. He's got a 4 ERA right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So-
I'm with you. Giolito, Lance Lynn, honestly, Mike Clevenger too. Somebody will go get Mike Clevenger to be their 4th pitcher.
I'll go get Giolito.
I mean,
I'll take his 3 ERA right now.
Atlanta will.
Hey, if he did more strength and conditioning in the offseason than Max Fried.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
true.
I mean, he's a thick boy too. Giolito.
He's a big boy.
I mean,
It was him.
Now that's just protective then. Okay.
Who was that?
I'm with it.
What was the roster on their high school team? Was it him, Freed, and Bieber, or him, Freed, and
Justin Bieber?
Flaherty.
Flaherty? We're all on the same high
Yeah,
school team.
Giolito, Flaherty, and Freed were all on the same high school team.
No, it was Justin Bieber.
It
was
probably
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but yeah, Giolito 6'6", 245.
Big boy.
That's a unit right there. We can get behind that.
That's a big boy.
So, all right, we've already talked about multiple Pittsburgh teams tonight. Might as well talk about the third. The Pittsburgh Pirates, 21-17,
Central.
and leading the Central. I said this team was going to finish with the worst record in the Central.
We did say they were going to
And
lose. They're going to
here
lose
they
like 100
are.
games.
So, are you buying or are you selling the Pittsburgh Pirates?
I'm going to be a little bit of a homer here for the Pirates, which I haven't really ever rooted for the Pirates just because growing up during the Braves and the early 2000s, late 90s Braves was just hard not to root for when they were 2.5 hours, 3 hours down the road. But this year, let's go all in on the Pirates, baby. Andrew McCutcheon's retirement tour, that magic is going to fall. It's just going to carry them through the year.
How much of this is because it's McCutcheon's last year?
I mean, you got to think.
How much of it is
You got it's a little bit. You got to think it's
You
a
gotta
little
think
bit
it's
of
a little bit.
we're doing it for McCutcheon.
Right, but I mean, but if you look at their lineup's actually not as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I
mean,
think
with
O'Neal Cruz would have really given them the spark at shortstop.
Absolutely. But I mean, you still have Brian Hayes, you have Carlos Santana, you have Brian Reynolds.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have a solid group of, and they just re-upped Brian Reynolds' contract for another 8 years.
This is the first time ever that they've given a contract over $100 million.
Yeah. What was like $200 million?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean it was.
It's not quite 200, but it's like 179.
Yeah, but like Alex
it's
said,
the first time they broke the
$100 million mark.
Yeah, the 100 mil mark.
There's only like 4 teams before Pittsburgh broke that, so there's only like 3.
There's only 3 left that's never done that.
Yeah.
I mean,
can you name one of them?
Oakland.
Yeah.
But they're pitching. I told you Bednar was going to be good on fighting saves this year.
David Bednar's been fantastic.
But Mitch Keller's been phenomenal too.
Phenomenal.
Mitch Keller's been fantastic.
I mean, I can't tell you the last time besides Garrett Coleman.
The oldie down here too, dude.
Yeah, Rich Hill's winning games, baby. He's winning games.
I'm surprised he didn't throw that arm off yet.
Well, Rich does one of 2 things. He gives up 0 earned runs over 6 innings, or he gives up 7 earned runs over 2 innings.
Yeah.
So, and that's why he's got a 4.3 ERA. But Mitch Keller,
they're really big on this guy too.
If Pittsburgh wants to sell this year and they don't invest in themselves, trading Mitch Keller
Keller's
would be a huge move for them.
It's called spade a spade. The Pirates are known for trading away all-stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garrett Cole, Adrian Burnett.
There's a reason they've never given the big contracts. Because usually when they start to get good, we're like, the Pirates are like, we'll see you later. Thanks for your service.
Yeah.
Starling Marte.
Yeah.
Vincent Velasquez.
Or was it Gregor Polanco?
Gregor
Polanco.
Yeah. Vincent Velasquez has actually been a little bit of a surprise. He's just now getting into the rotation in 7 starts.
He wasn't
4
really,
games. Sorry, 4 quality starts over 7. Sorry.
I mean, he really wasn't that bad in Philly. He just got beat up in Philly because Philly's a hitter's ballpark.
Yeah.
So
3 ERA for the guy right now.
It'll be interesting to see what the front office for the Pirates do. I'm really looking more at the owner. Pittsburgh fans have been calling for this guy to sell the team for a very long time. Just because of the gross mismanagement of just not wanting to pay players, not giving a crap. He's just like they're a baseball team. They're my team. They've
always been the bottom of the barrel, and that one year was a couple years ago when they finally made the playoffs, like the first time in like 40 years. It was like a big fuck you to the management because the manager's like, we made it here, now pay us or give us some players.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do before the trade deadline. Would not be shocked if all of a sudden just a fire sale out of nowhere just starts to happen. And it's just like
if they keep winning, I don't think they're going to sell. The team in the Central that could potentially sell at this point is going to be St. Louis.
We're going to get to them next. That's the next fire sale. So,
but yeah, I'm saying buy in on the Pirates.
I'm going to say sell because exactly what came out of Alex's mouth about 2 minutes ago. If we know the Pirates, they're going to sell.
Yeah.
So I think the Pirates are selling. I mean, I look at the Brewers and I really look at this division. You say this might be the weakest division in baseball, where the AL East is the hardest division in baseball. I still think the Brewers come out of this division right now. I was big on the Cardinals. We'll get to them in a second. The Cubs have been average. They've been exactly what we thought they were going to be. So. I look at this division and say Cubs and Brewers could catch the Pirates and keep them out of the playoffs, so I'm going to sell on the Pirates.
It is funny though, like the Central predictions that we gave, or really that you guys gave, is the exact opposite. Now.
It is
pretty much
opposite.
Yeah, pretty much. So
well, yeah, except we had Milwaukee second, but we did not have St. Louis dead last.
No. Buy or sell on Pirates?
I think I'm going to hold the line right now.
Okay.
I think I'm going to hold the line right now. I'm going to wait to see what they continue to do. I'm going to wait to see what the rest of the Central does.
Yeah.
I mean, so if St. Louis starts to catch fire and they start to come up again, or even Milwaukee goes on a big run,
or finds a hitter,
I think the Brewers will eventually take first, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, their pitching's better. I mean, on paper, their pitching is better. So I mean, they should definitely be there. But I'm going to hold the line. But yes, you are correct. Pittsburgh has the notorious notion of selling off every single player they have. Just like Miami did a couple years ago. The 2 times Miami's won the World Series, they traded every single person away from that team.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see it going that way, but yeah, for right now I'm just gonna hold the line.
All right, so let's get into these Cardinals. They are an atrocious 13-24 when they were a pretty high favorite to win their division alone. Dead last in the Central. Paul Goldschmidt's having a good season. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, Nolan Arenado has become the Nolan Arenado that we feared leaving Colorado, where he's batting .230 and has currently 3 home runs in the first month and a half of the season.
Right, he's not the Nolan Arenado of last year.
Yeah, Tommy Edmonds underperforming. This Norm Gorman guy's got 8 homers. Nolan Gorman.
No.
But Wilson Contreras, I call underperforming. Obviously, there's some drama in the clubhouse.
But between his position and where they want to play him.
Yeah, they want to play him in the outfield because they say the pitchers aren't getting along with him and crap. So,
that's what's hurt them this year is their pitching. Their pitching has not been what it has been.
Horrendous.
Miles Nicholas has been bad.
5.4 ERA is your ace.
Jordan Montgomery's been steady. He's been the steady guy.
Yeah, he's 5-2. Or sorry, he's 2-4. He's got 5 quality starts out of those 7 that he's made.
Just north of the 3 ERA, which is manageable.
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
It's not the best, but it's manageable.
He's been very steady.
Well, by far better than the 5.4 out of your ace.
Well, how about Jack Flaherty with a 6.18?
Yeah.
Stephen Matz with a 5.7.
Just 3 years ago, Jack Flaherty was a top 3 pitcher in the league.
I know.
3 years ago, he was a top 3 pitcher in the league.
He's completely lost.
You have to go 6 pitchers down to get to a sub 3 ERA.
It's probably a relief pitcher.
Yeah, it is. It's the first guy.
It's probably a relief pitcher.
Yeah. First guy.
Chris Stratton?
Yeah. Chris Stratton. So, I mean, Ryan Hesley's got a 3 ERA. Jordan Hicks, who both those guys are their 2 best relievers.
No, Giovanni Gallegos is their best reliever.
Yeah, that's fair too. Actually,
is Montgomery the Carolina Montgomery?
Yeah,
that's Monty.
Yeah,
which actually big thing. I'm gonna go. St. Louis is gonna sell, so I'm gonna throw that out there.
I'm selling too.
But
I'd say they're selling the pitching staff.
I've seen Atlanta linked to Jordan Montgomery a lot here recently.
Would love it.
I've seen them linked to him a lot.
Quality fourth guy.
Third guy at this point.
Yeah. So,
it's be an injury bug.
Yeah, Spencer Strider and
But Morton and Monty would be a great
His
one.
His name is not Spencer Strider. It is pronounced Daddy.
Yeah. The milkman.
Yeah.
So, I'm selling the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm selling the Cardinals.
I don't know that they finish last. I think the Reds find a way to get underneath them. But at this point, I feel really good about the Cardinals finish. Do what?
Getting underneath them.
The Reds getting underneath them?
That's what she said.
Fair.
That's some Cold War jokes right there.
That's what I was thinking.
Soviets are back.
But I do think the Cardinals finished fourth in their division and just don't find a way to recover.
Yeah, I don't think they can at this point. I think they're going to sell.
Yeah, I think just a little stupid comment I'm going to make is I wonder if it's McCutcheon's retirement tour is giving the Magic for Pirates. Wonder when Albert retired last year, he took the Magic.
Albert and Yandy.
Yandy's a big loss in too. Like, so I wonder if the reason they did so well last year was the retirement tour Magic.
Yeah.
Like you said, all underperforming this year, so that might be a thing. A little just stupid comment.
Or it could just be that their entire lineup is old.
Yeah,
I mean, Goldschmidt's old. Wilson Contreras is old. Nolan Arenado's not a young chicken. I mean, he's 30 old too.
Yeah, he's 30.
So I mean, they're just getting older at this point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say sell as well.
Yeah,
the Cardinals.
All right, we got two more, and then we'll wrap it up. We got the freaking Arizona Diamondbacks, who I thought was going to be a bottom 3 team in the league, with a winning record of 20-17 and second in the league.
They're actually very surprising this year in what they've done and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Merrill Kelly has come on and looked really good. That young outfield that we talked about a couple weeks ago has really looked really good. Ketel Marte is getting back to the Ketel Marte of 2 years ago. Lourdes Gurriel has added a big bomb in that outfield for them in that rotation.
I mean, these dudes drop bombs, right? You're talking about 9 homers out of Christian Walker, Gamecock. 5 out of Ketel Marte, Lourdes Gurriel, who started really, really slow.
Very slow.
Now all of a
sudden,
sudden
160.
Yeah, now all of a sudden he's batting 306 with 5 homers. Corbin Carroll has been the young star that they thought he could be in the outfield.
And Josh Rojas at third has been playing really well too.
Yeah, he's batting 250. Alec Thomas in center field has played a great defensive center field. Really ice cold bat right now, 196 on the batting average. So if he can kind of
that's why they have Pavin Smith down there too.
Yeah, they have Pavin Smith for DHing as well. So and Jake McCarthy's been horrendous in the outfield, but Evan Longoria has quietly been good for him as well. Just 225 on the batting average, but 4 homers. So I mean, these dudes drop bombs right now in the desert. So,
why do I feel like Evan Longoria's got to be like 48?
He's 38
because he feels like he's 48.
Yeah, I think he's actually.
Because 2010 feels like it was 30 years.
I mean, hell, Christian Walker. I feel like he's been there since forever. But I know. He's
33. He used to play for the Braves, and the Braves got rid of him. They're going to move him to the third.
Christian Walker.
Yeah, you don't remember when he played for the Braves?
Christian Walker, the game.
Yes. Go look it up.
All right.
After we get done with the video.
Okay.
That does not sound right. But
he played for the Braves.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
he was on staff.
I'm gonna say probably sell on Arizona. I don't know if they can keep the success going, but I also just think that their division is too tough for them to make it out alive. I mean, the Padres sitting behind you at third, that's just a snake in the grass just waiting to strike. They're going to overtake you at some point in time. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like the Padres. I really was big on the Giants this year. I thought the Giants had made some good moves. I would sell Giants right now.
Bonilla has been horrible.
Yeah,
Chaminade has been horrible.
Oh my God. Even Cobb.
Michael Conforto has not been the guy that they thought he was going to be.
No.
Yastrzemski's hurt.
Yeah.
So
they're struggling for the Giants right now. So I'm with you.
There's talk about Jock being traded back to Atlanta too.
Oh, dear God. I'm with you. I'm selling the Diamondbacks, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I certainly think that they finished third in their division. The Padres probably jumped them. I don't know that.
That's all. That's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say it's just the Padres and then flip flop.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I mean the pitching staff's been again what you talked about. Zach Gallen, Merrill Kelly, Ray Nelson. These guys have pitched really well for Arizona, and so that's giving them an opportunity to help. They shipped Bumgarner. They DFA'd him. So,
he's gone. He could show up at anywhere now.
Yeah, he ain't never coming back with that 10 ERA. So
and they had to pay him all that money too.
Yeah.
I'm actually buying Arizona. I like what they're doing. I'm buying Arizona. I think their pitching staff is pitching well. I think they're hitting well. I think they buy because San Diego is. I mean, Juan Soto is doing what Juan Soto did last year, just sucking, hitting 220.
Yeah.
Fernando Tatis, he's hit a couple home runs, but he's not been doing that well.
He's got to stop taking those PEDs.
Yeah, the only player on that team, that's actually producing is Xander.
Yeah.
And you can't have your shortstop be your leading guy. So I'm buying on Arizona, selling on the Giants, and I'm gonna hold on the Padres right now. Because I think LA is gonna get overtaken at some point by one of these two teams.
Interesting.
I'm holding on the Dodgers because I'm not sure that I love the Dodgers right now.
They're pitching. They're pitching.
They're winning games.
Are we going to see What are the odds of seeing the 100 win teams out of that division again?
Oh, not.
It's not going to
chance
happen this year.
No, zero chance. Honestly, they might be happy if they get a 100-win team out of that division.
I did see the Braves right now are projected to win like 105.
Yeah.
Well, this is their best start, their best 36-game start in I think the last 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could even be franchise history, but I mean, obviously, I think we're all going to buy on the Braves. I think we're all saying they're going to go out and make moves. If I'm New York right now, I'm selling.
The Mets.
Yeah, I'm selling the Mets because you put too much faith in two pitchers that are 37 years or older, and they're not performing. I mean, Scherzer hasn't performed all year. Verlander just got back, and he got destroyed by Detroit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if I'm the Mets, I'm selling off pieces because you got to find something else to help to better that rotation.
Yeah. Who finishes second in the AL East or the NL East? Because I'm looking at this and I'm personally.
I think Philly does now since they got Harper back.
I'm not sure that I feel like Philly does.
I think
it's going to be the Marlins.
Ooh.
I think the Marlins they'll find a way to hold on to second.
Is this the year that the Marlins finally move on from Sandy Alcantara? I feel like he's got to be on the trading block on the Marlins.
He should have been on the trade block last year. They could have got more for him. He's got like a 4 ERA this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's probably gonna be one of those things where it's a little too late, but yeah, they're gonna do it.
Yeah. I'm buying Braves too.
Buying Braves.
All right.
Yeah, I think the Braves. I think the Braves go out and get at least two pitchers and an outfielder.
Okay. Okay. So
let's not win the President's Trophy though.
Absolutely.
Let's not pull them Brewers.
Absolutely not. So, all right, hit us in the comments. Let us know if you're buying any of these teams or selling any of these teams, or if there's a team you want to buy or sell on right now with the way the season started for the MLB. And as always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe.